everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing our deep dive into the power of influence, specifically how you can start applying influence in your everyday work situations. If you've been following this series, you already know how crucial influence is for career growth and leadership success. But today, we're taking it a step further by getting practical. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a practical step-by-step framework that you can start using right away. Whether you're a new team member looking to make an impact or a seasoned professional aiming to enhance your leadership presence. These steps will help you build your influence steadily and effectively. Also, this year I'm sharing 12 leadership metrics that will help you succeed in your career. This is pretty much a full framework for how to develop your skills to build your career. This month, we're talking about the power of influence. You can catch up on all of the videos in the playlists on my YouTube channel. Everything is linked below in the description. Make sure to check it out. Real quick, if you enjoy this content and want to learn more about how to make power moves in your career, make sure to follow my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. All right, so let's get started. Number one, identify key relationships. The first step in building influence is understanding who you need to connect with. Influence is fundamentally about relationships, and not all relationships are created equal. It's important to identify the key players in your workplace, the people who have a say in decisions, the colleagues whose support you will need, and those who are well connected within the organization. Here's how you can start. Take some time to map out your workplace network. Who are the decision makers you interact with? Who are the influencers within your team or department? Consider the people whose opinions hold weight and those who can advocate for you when it matters. Start by nurturing those relationships. For example, I once worked with a client who felt stuck in her role because she didn't have strong connections with key stakeholders. We developed a simple plan for her to reach out and build relationships with these individuals. She started with casual coffee chats and gradually moved on to offering help on projects where her skills could shine. Within months, she noticed a significant shift. People began to come to her for advice, and her ideas were being taken seriously at higher levels. That's the power of strategic relationship building. Once you've identified and started building these key relationships, the next step is to solidify your influence by demonstrating competence and reliability. So let's dive into that. Number two, build trust through competence. Once you've started building relationships with the key players in your workplace, the next step is to establish yourself as someone who can be trusted. And how do you build trust? By consistently demonstrating competence in your role. When people know they can rely on you to get things done and to get them done well, they begin to see you as a leader. Start by focusing on what you do best. Take on tasks or projects that align with your strengths and make sure you deliver quality work every time. It doesn't have to be something huge. Sometimes the small everyday tasks that you consistently perform well can have the biggest impact. Over time, people will start to associate you with reliability and excellence. Think about that colleague who always seems to deliver on time and with high quality. They're the person everyone trusts with important tasks because they've proven their competence over and over again. That's how you want to position yourself. I had a client who was overlooked for a promotion several times until she made a conscious effort to demonstrate her skills more visibly. She took on a few challenging projects, delivered beyond expectations, and within a year she was promoted. Her competence built her influence, and her influence led to career advancement. Now that you're building trust through competence, the next step is to communicate effectively so that your ideas and decisions are understood and respected. Let's talk about how to do that. Number three, communicate with clarity. Communication is a critical component of influence. Even if you have great ideas and the skills to back them up, if you can't communicate clearly, your influence will be limited. People need to understand your vision, your plans, and your decisions without confusion. Practice being concise and direct. Whether you're in a meeting, writing an email, or have a one-on-one discussion, make it a habit to get straight to the point. Summarize the key issues, present your solutions, and clearly outline the next steps. This not only helps others understand your message, but also positions you as someone who values time and efficiency. I've worked with many leaders who struggled with getting their point across because their communication was too vague or overly complicated. Ooh. Once they started practicing clarity, simplifying their language, using bullet points, making direct requests, their influence grew significantly. Their teams knew exactly what was expected of them, which led to better results and in turn increased their leader influence. Once you've mastered clear communication, the next step is to start leveraging small wins to build momentum and further your influence. So let's explore that next. Number 4, leverage small wins. Influence doesn't have to start with grand gestures. In fact, it's often the smallest wins that build the most momentum. Each small success adds to your credibility and strengthens your influence over time. Identify areas where you can make a positive impact with minimal effort. This could be something as simple as improving a process, helping a colleague with a challenging task, or leading a small project. These small wins might seem insignificant at first, but they accumulate and they start to establish you as someone who consistently delivers results. I've seen professionals who began with small initiatives like streamlining a reporting process or mentoring a new team member, and over time, these small contributions led to a reputation as a reliable and effective leader. Their influence grew because they were consistently seen as someone who could make things happen, no matter the size of the task. Now that you're building influence through small wins, the next step is to seek feedback and make adjustments to keep your influence growing. Let's talk about how to do that effectively. Number 5, seek feedback and iterate. Influence isn't something you achieve once and then forget about. It's an ongoing process that requires you to stay adaptable and open to change. One of the best ways to maintain and grow your influence is by seeking feedback and making adjustments based on that input. Regularly ask for feedback from your colleagues, mentors, or even your team. Find out how you're being perceived, what you're doing well, and where you might need to improve. Use this feedback to make necessary adjustments to your approach. This shows that you're committed to continuous improvement, which further solidifies your influence. One leader I worked with made it a point to regularly check in with her team to understand how her leadership style was affecting them. She took their feedback seriously and made small changes that not only improved team morale, but also strengthened her influence as a leader who genuinely cares about her team's well-being and success. So, by seeking feedback and iterating on your approach, you can ensure that your influence continues to grow and adapt to the needs of your team and organization. To recap, the 5 steps to start applying influence in the workplace are identifying key relationships, building trust through competence, communicating with clarity, leveraging small wins, and seeking feedback to iterate and improve. Remember, influence is a skill that grows with time and practice. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your influence grow. In the next video, I'll be sharing a toolkit of resources to help you further develop your influence skills, so stay tuned for that. All right, so that's it for my video on the power of influence and how to apply a simple framework that will help facilitate your career advancement. If you have examples of how you've incorporated influence as you build your professional brand, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about them. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.